What's going on, guys? TTL here. Today I'm going to be going over my top 3 NFL plays for today, December 10th, 2023. It's NFL Sunday, guys. Yesterday was a boring slate. We only had one NBA game and then a lot of CBB games. We did play some CBB, but it didn't go too well in VIP. But we did cash both NBA slips that we played. I only had 2 slips because it only was one game. But guys, the last video was college basketball, so it didn't do so well. So if this is your first time seeing this, on Friday, 2 days ago, we absolutely swept the board. We hit 2 25Xs, a 10X. You can see just a ton of people just cashing a bunch of different... That was not my slip. Okay, why did I watch the video? These are my slips. But we swept the board on Prizepicks, and a lot of people played them on UnderDog, all that stuff. But you can see just everybody just posting their 25X wins, 10X wins, etc. And we actually also had a sports book bet. I put $6.59 and cashed for $11.60. We absolutely killed it. I'll pull up mine. Mine's up here somewhere. I at everyone when I did it. But we absolutely killed it. If you guys aren't signed up for VIP, you need to get signed up. This was every slip that I played on Prizepicks on Friday, and we just absolutely killed it. So you guys need to go ahead and get signed up for VIP, guys. It's only $20 a month. And if you sign up today and do not make money today, you'll get a refund of your $20 and keep access till January 10th. Now, to be clear, because I did word that a little weird right there, it's based off of all the VIP slips. So if you only play 1 or 2 slips, you're not going to get a refund if every single other slip hits, but you lost. If you know what I'm saying. Like, it's based off of all VIP slips. You can't just pick and choose which ones you're going to play. That's pretty common. That makes a lot of sense to me. But I did want to make that clear for everyone watching this video. The only other thing that I want to say other than sign up for VIP, guys, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button down below. Hit that like button. Leave a comment down below if you're going to tell any of these NFL picks. We had a great NFL Sunday last week. Let's do it again this week. And guys, these were posted in VIP at like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern today, by the way. So they've had plenty of time to get these in before any bumps. And guys, sign up to Chalkboard. So there's going to be a link to Chalkboard in the pinned comment down below the video. The pinned comment's going to have that link. But Chalkboard has alt lines, and it has been crazy. I got partnered with them 2 or 3 days ago, and the amount of plays that are so easy to hit on there because of their alt lines is just absurd. So they have an alt line system sort of like FanDuel, and you can change like a 19.5 point prop to like 16.5. And it just makes it so much easier to build bankroll. I have a 5-unit play for NFL tomorrow on Chalkboard, and I'm absolutely loving it over there. So use my link, use code TTL when you make that first deposit, and you'll get a week free of VIP. Just join the Discord and let me know that you signed up using my code. Make that first deposit of $10 or more, and you'll get a 100% deposit match and a free week of that VIP. But let's get into the actual picks, guys. I do appreciate you guys. You guys are all amazing, and you guys share so much love. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. But let's get over these top 3 picks of the day, guys. I absolutely love all 3 of these. Let's head on over to Outlier. We're going to click on props. If you want a free week of Outlier, that's another thing that I offer as well, by the way. And the props that I normally like to look at on Outlier, I like rushing yards, rushing attempts, rushing and receiving, receptions, receiving yards, passing yards, completions, attempts. And it's usually about all I really look at. I don't really like any of the other props. That's just me, though. One prop that I absolutely love today is going to be Tyler. And we're going to take his over 7.5 rushing attempts. So let's go ahead and take a look at him right here. 7.5 rushing attempts. We're going to take the over. This is versus the Buccaneers. This is -114 on FanDuel, -125 on DraftKings, and -135 on Caesars, -130 on BetMGM. So let's take a look. Over his last 10, he's cashed this in 8 out of 10, with all 8 of those being in a row and both misses being by 0.5. In 2023, we add 2 games onto that. Both of those were cashes as well. So he's went over this in 10 of 12 games this year, with both misses being a hook. I absolutely love this today. We can see his team, the Falcons, 51% passing rate, 49% running rate. So it's kind of 50-50 on whether they pass or run the ball. He has the second highest rushing share percentage with a 37% rushing share. And we can take a look. The Buccaneers are 10th in the league for least amount of rushing attempts, which only 25 rushing attempts against them. But that leaves more than enough room for him to get his 7.5. And if we take a look, we can take a look at what else are we going to look at? Where's it at? I'm sorry. I completely just blanked about what I was going to bring up. Oh, the spread. That's what it was. It's a 1.5 game spread. I apologize for that. My mind just blinked there. But the Falcons are 1.5 point underdogs. So the game is supposed to be super close. I don't think there's ever going to be a moment where the Falcons are down 14 points and it's 14-0. They really just need to pass the ball if they want a chance at winning or something like that. I think it's going to be pretty steady. And it should stay a close game this game. So I'm really loving Tyler's over 7.5 rushing attempts. Let's lock it in with confidence as one of our most confident plays of the day. Now, I will say, by the way, really quickly, I do go over my plays in order of most confident to least confident. Today only, these 3 picks I give out are all the same confidence. I love all 3 of these so much, and I think that round robining these would be great. Playing them in a 3-pick on UnderDog where you get 6x instead of 5x, use code TTL, would be great. Anything you want to do, any 2-pick that you make here should be good. I love all 3 of these picks. But our second play is going to be Damien Pierce. And we're going to take over 10.5 rushing attempts. I'm still confused on why this one isn't bumped. Let's take a look. Minus 145 on DraftKings, minus 151 on Caesars, and minus 120 on BetMGM. So it's favored. We get like minus 135 odds on Prizepicks. So we do have a little bit of positive EV there. Over his last 10, he's cashed in 9 out of 10. In 2023, it's 9 games. He's played 8 out of 9. He's cashed. We can take a look as well. It's a 59% pass rate, 42% run rate. So they do tend to pass the ball more than run it. But this can be based off of multiple things. Maybe they're huge underdogs. They're passing the ball to catch up, that kind of thing. We can see Damien Pierce actually has a 40.2% rushing share percentage. So he's the highest on his team with Devin Singletary right after him with 1 less rushing attempt this year. They pretty much split it 50-50 if we're being honest. Both of them do a ton of rushing plays though. And we can also take a look at the spread of this game. The current spread is Texans leading by 3.5 points. I would love if the Texans could just get an early touchdown, get an early lead, and then they're just going to start running the ball rather than passing it. When we take a look at the Jets, we can actually see they're 32nd in the league for rushing attempts against. They allow 33 rushing attempts against them per game. So with Damien Pierce leading his team with his rushing share percentage and them allowing 33 rushing attempts against them, I highly love this play at Damien Pierce for 10.5 rushing attempts, as well as the positive EV that we get for him being minus 145, minus 150 on sportsbooks. I'm loving this spot for him. Let's lock it in with confidence. And then our third and final play, guys, is going to be Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, 8.5 rushing yards. We're going to take the over. So for once, we're actually playing all overs. A lot of people have been really mad about my unders lately, but they've been cashing. So, hey. But Baker Mayfield, this is actually on the opposing team of Tyler. This is the quarterback. You guys all know Baker Mayfield, I would hope. I also love his over 2.5 rushing attempts, by the way. Couldn't take it, wanted to take it more than the rushing yards even, but second best rushing yards. If he's going to get 3 rushing attempts, I think he gets 8 or 9 rushing yards. We actually get a little bit of positive value here. For some reason, this is only because of the way sportsbooks work. So for some reason, over 8.5 is minus 113, but then over 9.5 is minus 120. Doesn't make sense at all, but we'll take a look at it. It doesn't matter if we change it to 8.5, 9.5. You can take either one. I think he gets like 15, 16 rushing yards. In 2023, he's cashed this in 7 of 12 games. And we can take a look. There's a 60% pass rate to a 40% run rate. Baker Mayfield for his team is actually 16% rushing share percentage. So, I mean, he's not great, but he is second best on his team. We have Rashad White and then Baker Mayfield. So he does rush the second most on his team. And we can take a look at the Falcons. 15th for rushing yards allowed. And versus quarterbacks, they actually allow 22 rushing yards per game. So I actually think this is a game where Baker Mayfield, especially with, as we said in the last pick, Tampa Bay only being 1.5-point favorites, it's going to be a close game. I think this could be a game where Mayfield goes for a few rushing attempts, gets a few rushing yards, and then boom, we're going to cash this early on. I really feel like that can happen. I'm loving this play today. Let's lock it in with confidence. So these are my 3 most confident picks that I gave out in VIP today. Go sign up to VIP though. I already have slips posted for Prizepicks, UnderDog, Sleeper, Betr, Chalkboard. About to get Thunder Pick posted. We have slips posted for everywhere. Anyone that joins could be able to play on any app that they want. And guys, really quick before we sign off, go to testthelimitdfs.com. Order you a shirt, guys. We've been crushing it. My daughter just walked in. Perfect timing. But thank you guys so much for all the support. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you next video. There is a picture of me.